So you battled on Fight Club though, right?
So I went to New York to battle on Fight Club, yes, but it didn't happen. It didn't happen because of a fight that happened and the event, you know what I'm saying? Like the night got shut down.
Well, can you talk about why?
No, I can't. But a fight happened. Yeah, and they kind of shut the event down. But
what year is this?
This is after 8 Mile.
Oh, okay.
This is after 8 Mile, and the only reason I know is because when I walked in, you know, I heard a couple whispers. I heard a couple murmurs like, "Oh, that's the 8 Mile nigga." Like they brought in a ringer. Like it was one of those kind of things. So I never got to rap on the actual Fight Club, but we did do our own versions here in the city that Proof and Bizarre sponsored, and yeah, you know, I did pretty well. There was a time where battle rap in the city ran through me. Like it went through me. Like we've all had our chances like to be the man. And there was a time where all the stars aligned, where if it was anybody battling in the city, in order to have any kind of value to their name, they had to come see me.
So when you say, right, like that people were whispering and everything, obviously we're talking about the whole 8 Mile situation. In 2002, you did 8 Mile. You played the role of Eminem, right? You played Eminem on screen?
No, I never played it.
You were on the set of 8 Mile. You actually got to battle M. Yeah. Some people have declared you the winner of that. You've self-declared yourself the winner of that, obviously, as well. You said in the past that he was a jerk and he didn't want to let the young guy shine. What did you mean by that?
Yeah. So, long story short, you know what I'm saying? All of the extras on set for those club scenes were rappers. Like, we all knew each other. Like, so we were basically getting paid to just hang out. The directors felt that the morale of the extras was waning. So they had this competition. Get up here, spit a verse. The winners will be able to be used in like a silent montage, like to show Rabbit's succession to getting to the later battles. So, you know, I did that, ran through that, was one of the people that was picked. And on the day of like the filming or whatever, they were just like, hey, go up there and spit a verse. Like nobody's going to hear it anyway. So that was at the time where I had battle verses on deck. Like I just had verses. It wasn't something that I went home and specifically crafted for him. I was a huge fan. I just thought it was something to pass the time. I rapped. And the story goes is that he was supposed to save his voice for actual filming. So he was supposed to be pantomiming into the mic, you know what I'm saying? And they were going to give the crowd cues when to go, oh, damn. But because of the response that I got, because I knew everybody, you know, the competitor in him just wouldn't allow me to have my moment, bro. He just couldn't let me live. You know what I'm saying? Like he turned his mic on, totally unnecessary. But I'm always super grateful because it definitely changed my life. You know what I'm saying? Like it definitely changed my life. It has. I've done things since then that I'm also just as proud of.
Right.
But you know, I know that that's the thing that people know the most. So that's always the topic of conversation that people want to have. And it's cool. You know, it's cool. Sometimes it can get a little overwhelming. It can become a little overbearing. Just because, you know, a lot of people may feel that your career has stopped right then. But
which obviously your career went skyrocketed from there.
Yeah, definitely. But you know, I'm eternally grateful. I'm eternally grateful, man. So yeah, you know, he wouldn't let me have my moment. But it's cool. You know what I'm saying? That's my man. That's my man. I'm forever grateful to him. I'm forever grateful to him for that.
But you're leaving out the important part that you didn't even want to do it at first.
I didn't.
And then you told your manager and he cussed you out.
I told Hex I wasn't interested. And he had some very choice words for me. And I did it. And I'm glad that I listened. I'm glad that I did it. I'm glad that I did it for sure. Because it changed my life. At that time, being able to show my mom them mention me on Entertainment Tonight or Extra or whatever was popping at that time. It changed a lot of things. It gave a lot of validity. It gave a lot of validation to the choices that I was making at the time.
Mm-hmm. Did you have prior interactions with M before then?
I knew of him. We had very, very small interactions. I don't know if I made an impression enough to be memorable. But yes, I was a huge fan. I bought his EP. I bought the Slim Shady EP. He personally handed me a flyer for his Slim Shady EP, and I went up to Blockbuster Music on 8 Mile and Greenfield and bought his EP. I bought the tape. So yeah, definitely. There is footage of us on the same show when I was 16 around that time too, like at a spot called the Fat House that he rapped at. I think it may have been his release party, and I just rapped at the open mic. So like we always, I'm not gonna say always, but we definitely intermingled like in the same spots with the same people. But that's my man. That's my man now. So I don't know if I had made a huge impression, you know what I'm saying, enough to be remembered. But he remembered me after that day.
Now, you also were on record before saying that like people can't say they didn't make $1 with M because people on the set of 8 Mile got paid, right?
Yeah. All of the extras were rappers. All of the extras were rappers, bro. And they paid us. They fed us just to be there. And so that's always my argument, because they could have went to Toronto and shot that movie, or they could have went to LA and shot that movie, or hell, even New York and shot that movie. But he did it in the city. And, I won't necessarily say it was life-changing money, but it was money enough where people didn't have to go to their regular jobs. You know what I'm saying? So indirectly, he paid everybody who was a rapper in the city around that time. Like legit.
But, shooting it in the city, right? It had to mean something for Detroit too, because I feel like it really captured the grittiness of the city though, right? Like you shooting it somewhere else, it wouldn't give the same vibe, I feel like.
I mean, but we may not have known the difference, because they say that the movie Four Brothers is based out of Detroit, but they definitely shot that in Toronto. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. They shoot a lot of stuff in Canada for some reason.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm assuming it's the tax breaks, you know what I'm saying, that they get.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, it meant something to us. It meant something to me, 100%, because these were streets that I knew. These were buildings that I saw. These were people who I interacted with. So like I hate when people try to change the narrative of or create the narrative like, yo, M ain't never did nothing for the city, blah, 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 blah. And I can physically point to like, yo, well, no, this isn't true, because I can give you 150 to 200 people that he paid. I can give you 150 to 200 people that he fed 3 meals a day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate that. I hate that.
And you know what? Like, it had to mean something for people to see like them filming the movie in Detroit, though, right? Like say, for example, for kids to see like, oh wow, they really doing it here.
Yeah, definitely. He's the biggest artist in the world. He's the biggest artist in the world at that time.
Yeah, biggest
artist in the world, like across all genres. He's the biggest artist in the world, and he's over in Highland Park burning down a vacant. Like yeah, like it meant something. And a lot of those people have now grown up and they're able to tell those stories. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it means a lot.